Okay, guys, Paul's Path here. Like I said yesterday, I was very sick. Still made a video. Thoughts of others. Made me feel a lot better. Went to sleep, slept good. Feel better today. Probably food poisoning. Nothing major can last longer than that. Food poisoning usually 48 hours. So I'm a little weak, but anyway. Guy says to me today, he says, "You're doing a lot of step work." I said, "Yeah, I got a lot of step work, but I got testimonials and stuff from people, and, steps are good." And he said, what about real stories? I said, "I already talked about story, Jim's story." He goes, "No, what about your story?" So I tell my story a little bit, in the steps and in the book and stuff. He said, "No, tell your story to the people that are watching you. They want to know what happened to you, I said, "Okay. That makes sense. That's how AA talks. We talk in stories. My experience, strength, and truth. Not my experience, strength, and not my what it was like, what happened now, what it was like, but my experience, strength, and truth. If I'm not truthful to you, I drink. It's as simple as that. I've done it before. I relapsed for 4 years. So when I was homeless before I got to Alcoholics Anonymous, and my wife saved me. Okay, so in Las Vegas, and she brought me over to Huntington Beach. I hooked up with a place called Thursdays, and I couldn't get sober. And I could not get sober. And she would leave me, and I would end up in hospitals. I was in a bad place. I'd end up in hospitals and jails and rehabs and in mental institutions. And they had me diagnosed with all these diseases. But really, I was an alcoholic, And, I guess I had to go there to all those places, the jails and stuff, in order to be where I'm at now. I guess without those consequences, I don't think I'd be sober today. I don't think I would be sober if my life got better, my job got better, my money got better, my son loved me more, and I just said, I think I've been sober enough. It was the consequences where I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I tried to stay sober for my son, but I couldn't, Then I got sober, but no step work. I got sober in 2005, November 25th, after 4 years of relapsing, seeing my son for 2 years and on monitored visits, and I just think about how I had to go through everything I went through and then end up where I was. And the steps are the key. The humility is the key. Humility is the key, because there's humility in every step, And then I got sober. I started helping people, the way they helped me. I said, I would say things like, "Man, take my hand, man. Follow me. I'll show you. We'll go to coffee. We'll go to Starbucks. We'll go to meetings, and we'll go through some things in the books, and I'll show you how I did it, if you're interested." And a lot of guys said yes, Brian, Sean, they don't mind, Tony and Jack, and I got 28 sponsees. So I took their hands and I walked them through the book, and I walked them through the unity, and walked them through the service. I took them on panels. We went out to lunch, and they're all sober today. Okay, and then, I was helping people the way they helped me, So Mark said to me one time, he said, "Take my hand, Paul, follow me around, man. I'll show you where we're going on Tuesday and what meetings we're going to." So I just did. I did everything he said. I surrendered, and surrender means to take the advice that those have gone before you, like Mark, okay? And without evaluating, you just do it, okay? So then I told, then I said, I realized I wasn't really working the steps properly, So I just wasn't working them properly. I wasn't really changing, I'm an addict, man. I'm an addict, and it's like being addicted to Christmas. You know what I mean? You just want more and more and more and more, And without the steps, you got nothing. And I just want to tell people, if they feel that way, they're not alone, Call me, man. Text me. Do whatever you can. And I've been there. If you've been there, if you know what I'm talking about, give me a call or text, So the obsession would return, but I wouldn't drink. And, king alcohol. I thought it was a king, but it wasn't, man. It wasn't a king. It was a lie. It was lying through its teeth. My obsession, my head, that mental state that precedes a relapse was lying through my teeth, So I screwed up. I didn't screw up. I said, I screwed this. And I said, I'm not listening to my lies anymore. I'm not listening to my obsession. I need to talk to somebody. I need to talk to somebody like Mark. So I went to Mark, and he told me the truth. And I realized the obsession was a lie. It was lying to me, And you know, and once I realized my head was lying to me, a lot of things had changed, you know? A lot of things had changed, right? And fear was my number one offender. And it made me drink more than anything because I was always afraid of the future. You realize that, don't you? I know you're afraid of the future and the money. It's more resentments. And that's why you're drinking. You want to get rid of the fear, you know? But I'm not afraid anymore. Because Alcoholics Anonymous, I'm not afraid, you know? So I said, I'm not playing around no more. This time I really mean it, you know. I'm really mean it. I'm done playing around. I'm going to break out of these chains. I'm going to be a father. I'm going to treat the program like I do my son. I'm going to raise him. I'm going to raise my son. I'm going to help build up the program, help other guys. And, you know, I never drank again, you know. It was like that cycle, you know. We go through that full cycle of phenomenon of drinking and allergy, and it's called circle. The game is called circle, right? You'll hear that in AA. And by doing the steps and following a few simple rules, I had a psychic change, and I became a different person. I had a personality change sufficient to recover from alcoholism. And I no longer felt like drinking in 18 years. So I found a way out. So I can bring you hope. Because if you relate to everything I'm saying, there's a way out. And I love you all. Please donate. I'm trying to help people. You know, I'm trying to help people help people. So if you got a few bucks to put in the tip jar, it's going to go towards me helping other alcoholics and addicts. It's not free. There's dinners involved. There's hotels involved. There's rehabs involved. We're going to help everybody we can. So if you can put some buy money, copy, or PayPal, or Zelle me some money, a little bit, it'll go to a great cause, I promise. Love you all, and thank you for your donations, and I'm out for the day.